This is the finale of CitizenCon. We're going to have the last, however long this goes on for, I don't know. I'm really excited, but before we get into that, just want to say massive shout out to Toby for sponsoring this video. If you want eye tracking and head tracking for your video game, Star Citizen does an amazing implementation with the tech. Check out the link in the description. Juicy discounts if you head below. So thank you for Toby eye tracking. The Tracker 5 is phenomenal. So thank you guys. Awesome piece of hardware. And if you want to try it, link in the description below. Anyway, we are here live for the finale, as I said. I don't really know what to expect. I feel like the hype is growing. The presentations, day one, part 1 and 2 were both great. Packed with so much content. Like, I don't... Like, because the panels just keep coming out, I honestly don't know how I'm going to produce coverage over everything other than these live streams. I tried to get a highlight video up earlier today, but it's actually just blowing my mind the amount of stuff we're seeing and hearing about. And I gotta be honest, they keep talking about Squadron 42. They keep talking about this stuff's done for Squadron and it's gonna go into PU soon. Are we gonna get a release date with this finale? I feel like it could happen. I feel like we're on the trajectory for that to happen. You can't buy Squadron 42 at the moment. It needs to come back on the store. It would be a fantastic opportunity to have a release date and put it back on the store. But yeah, let me know in the comment section your thoughts. And if you already know what happens and you're watching this after the fact and just here for my reactions afterwards, well, congrats, you know the future. I do not possess that power right now, but yeah, we're just waiting for them to come back. Thank you for the super chat. Hey Ollie, love your coverage of the con. Still watching part 3, but wanted to give a shout out. So I love that, the fact that I love your content. You and Mr. Tomato are my big faves. Oh, thanks dude, appreciate it. Love the super chat as well. And I gotta say, it's been really fun. I've said it before, I'm on record saying I had flights booked, I had a hotel booked, I had a taxi booked, I had food booked, very important, and CitizenCon tickets booked. But I decided not to go because I want to hang out with you guys. It's been really good to kick back and relax and enjoy watching the stream with you guys. So thank you for being here, thank you for dropping a like, and thank you for showing your support by becoming subscribers. It's really cool. I've had a blast hanging out. I think I'm gonna go to the next one though. As fun as this is, I feel like I need to meet people and say hello. It's all well and good seeing you guys in chat, but what if I could stream it from the... I don't know. I'll come up with something. We'll have vlogs or something. I don't know. But man, crazy couple of hours. Crazy CitizenCon so far. It's been really good. I don't know about you guys. What, like, any thoughts in chat? Good, bad, enjoying it? Run around yelling Chris. Chris! He'll be like, yep. I know that yell of Chris. That must be Ollie. I love how there's a gif of me doing that now. Lovely. Breakdown wrap-up video. I will probably do something like that, but oh my word, like there's been so much content and it's been non-stop, just like feature, update, quality of life improvement. You didn't see this coming, you didn't see that coming. How about this? New ship, bish bash bosh. It's been incredible. I've really enjoyed it so far. And I will say, I appreciate the fact you guys are here to watch it along with me, but I will try my best to not talk over important bits. I know you guys love me rambling a lot, but not everyone does. So I will try and, you know, have a good balance of like talking over stuff and enjoying the show with you, you know? It would be cool. Good question for chat while we're waiting for them to jump back in. what has been your favorite moment, announcement, trailer, video so far? For me, Space Whale. That trailer on the first day, gameplay cinematic, I uploaded a video of it on my channel page if you want to go watch it, was incredible. But the last segment, the server meshing was insane as well, like magic. I don't understand how that works. But like the last section we had with the new flight models, just flying around Pyro, seeing how aircraft or spacecraft will work in Star Citizen in the future was really exciting. So yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. Beards, yeah, Beards was cool. Water effects, yeah. Like honestly, I'm just Space Whales, yeah. New HUD UI. I'm just reading chat and it's just like a reminder. Zeus, yeah. Star map. FPS. There's just been so much content, you know. It's been non-stop, just insane. Music is too loud. No. This music is incredible. And hopefully when I talk, it goes down a little bit, right? We're going to confirm that in chat. P-Tong! Everything I was involved with, not breaking. Yeah, that must have felt good. That must have been good. The new flight model, man. It's so cool. In fact, we all need new hardware now. Oh yeah, the realization that your current PC will melt if you try to play the new Star Citizen. The star map stuff. Yeah, there was so much content in this, guys. It was kind of ridiculous. Destructive buildings.
Welcome back from lunch,
everyone. Oh, we're back.
Hopefully you had a good meal. I missed you guys so
I'm
much.
going to change my camera angle here.
You know who you are, and you know what you did, and I will never forgive you. But for everyone else, I hope you had a good lunch, and welcome back. We're back on the CitizenCon show floor here to do our last little bit of the community booths. It has been a phenomenal 2 days, and we cannot thank enough everyone who has been here to give us the love and support as you guys have been watching the show.
You're very welcome.
You guys have been here on the community booth floor.
I think the panel starts in 10 minutes, by the way, guys.
It's been nothing but amazing smiles.
So, good time to grab your snacks and drinks.
And so we're going to go over to a place that makes
Jared
everybody
walking in the
smile.
background.
Soul Citizen. Now, this is a group that is all about diversity and inclusion in Star Citizen. You know, gamers, maybe not the most polite people sometimes. So we want to have an org where diversity and inclusion is forefront in their mission statement, and no one does it better than Soul Citizen. These guys are phenomenal. We got my man Griff here. Griff, how is it going?
Doing good. How are you, man? Doing good.
Awesome, man. It's so good to see you guys.
I love this community stuff.
You know, what's been your experience having Soul Citizen be this huge org that is a safe space for gamers of all colors, genders, sexualities, orientations? What's been your guys' experience being that safe space for them?
Well, first off, we're not an org because people want us to be an org. But what we are is a group of gamers who back and support the game, but particularly of diversity. When Fast Cart and I first got this going, we talked about being able to bring African American.
This is really cool.
Because we would go to the conventions and see 5 of us out of 600, but we knew we were out there. But ultimately, we decided to expand diversity into not only just being African American, but LGBTQ, straight, age. I'm 60. We have 20-year-olds in our group, male, female, and everybody pretty much has a different feeling about the game.
This man is 60?
Supportive of the project.
He looked good for 60.
Fantastic. So even Jared Huckabee could play this game.
Hope I look that good at 60.
You guys are going for like the elder statesman, so that's fantastic to hear. What giveaways are you guys doing? I hear you guys are doing a really cool giveaway at the top of every hour. Is that correct?
At the top of every hour, if anyone comes to our table, if they're the first one to come here and they say what our table number is, one of our partners or our friends are the folks with Star Jump Station with Grim, Ender, and Starlet. They couldn't be here, but they donated these posters of their work of the Fleet Viewer.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
We have signed this for everyone, for all the members here have signed it. And if you come here at the top of the hour, if you're the first one, we will give you one of these signed posters, specifically from Star Jump Station, because we love them. They're a great group, and they've contributed so much to the community.
That is awesome. Thank you guys so much. Soul Citizen, come check them out.
Guy seems decent. Yeah, he seems really nice.
Any race, creed, nationality. You guys will find a home here. Thank you guys so much. We're going to move on now to Quantum.
I need to
These guys
eat
are
whatever
all
he
about
eats, because
medical
damn,
gameplay
60
loop.
agrees
These
with
guys
him.
Oh my goodness. I almost needed them for a second. That was disastrous. How's it going, guys? You guys are the forefront org designed to help with medical gameplay wherever gamers may be in need. You guys actually have a really interesting Discord tool for anyone, even if they're not in your server, if they're not in your group, to get your services. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so the Abe spot that we designed is to be in other people's Discords. One quick, easy command will actually send the ping to our Discord as well as all of our partners through the Alliance Initiative Beacon System Bot, or ABES for short.
And say that one more time, just so everyone's clear. What is the name of that bot?
The Alliance Initiative Beacon System.
The Apes bot. I love that, where you can go ape for the Apes bot. So what can we expect to see from Quantum in the future? What do you guys have next on the horizon as your guys' org is expanding?
I love this community stuff, man.
So every time we get any type of information, we always try to think about how it's going to affect us. Yesterday, we saw the fires on the ships and everything, and we already started talking about a fire rescue
Don't
unit.
make me come into chat.
Firefighters in space.
Chat,
is
be
the
good.
Coolest thing I think I can think of. Thank you guys, Quantum. You guys rock. Everyone here has been phenomenal so far.
We're
And we are going to
gonna
end our
have
last community booth segment for the
no
day
time for
with
shenanigans.
Imperium. Now, when I say these guys have an amazing set piece that has wowed everyone at CIG, I mean it. Let's take a look at this amazing Bengal carrier. Like,
Oh,
guys,
damn,
this
look at
is
that.
Phenomenal. Let's see if we can get a good shot of that. Make sure we get a great shot of how detailed that Bengal carrier is. It is sleek. It is sexy. God, I just
What is
want
it?
it
Is it
for myself.
like 3D printed or something? That looks insane.
So, man, that is just so cool. So with me are some Imperium guys.
I
What's
love
up,
how
guys?
there's a carrot.
So, you know, let's say a young, charismatic host named Schman, for example, wanted to steal that Bengal carrier. Where exactly is it going?
Well, if you live in LA, it's actually going to be staying right in here. It's going to be down to the Santa Monica office, so it's going to be present inside their studio. If you go check it out after CitizenCon, it's going to be there in perpetuity.
Yes, suck it, Austin. LA wins, finally. So what has your guys' CitizenCon experience been so far? How have you guys been repping Imperium here on the show floor?
Well, I mean, obviously, very well is the answer. So it's been fantastic, man, having everyone here. This is about half of the people we've had present, so it's been a fantastic showing from our organization. It's been a labor of love putting this together, being present, answering questions. It's been great to see everybody coming around, showing support. It's been fantastic.
Yeah, that thing looks great.
Yeah, we've been seeing you guys build this throughout the past 2 days, and to see it finished finally, for those of you at home, there are no easy words to say how cool this thing's look. The level of detail here is immaculate. So thank you guys at Imperium. I know that everyone at the LA office is going to appreciate this so much. All right, we're going to toss it back to Jared momentarily.
It says
Thank you guys
747
again
on
so
top.
much for
I
checking
was
out the
just looking
community
at that.
booth.
It did
We'll
look
see you
like
guys
a
back here again.
747.
Meantime, stay safe and see you in the verse.
Oh.
Alt what?
Function F4.
Function F4? There we go. Hi, everybody. I'm at the Pyro Playground. I said, hey, at some point during the 2-day event, I want to get out from behind backstage and, come see what the thing's all about. So I'm here in Pyro. Why don't you come around here and see?
I want to know what PC they're running.
A Star
A
Citizen
Radeon
player. Come on over here.
something.
You see what I'm doing? I am
Nice
attempting
PC
to
build.
open a
Not
door
gonna
right
lie.
now. How do I open the door, Daniel? It's not this door? That's not the door? Also, you're not Daniel, are you? You're Adam. All right, so we are here. What station is this, Adam? No, remember. No, put the mic in.
Oh, this is Checkmate.
This is Checkmate. This is Checkmate Station. So this is where the demo starts.
Checkmate
and what do
Station.
we do when we're here at the demo?
This is where your habs are. So, yeah, you can't go back in.
Okay.
You want to go straight?
You can't go back in.
You
Oh
wanna follow
no,
the
Jared,
signs to the
no.
left. And those are your elevators.
Are these ones going to kill me?
No, these should not be the death elevators.
Not even in Pyro?
No guarantees on that.
I want you to go on record. Look at that camera and say the elevators in Pyro won't kill you.
I'm going to say no guarantees that the elevators on Pyro won't kill you.
All right, so we take the elevator and where do we go next?
You're going to go to the entrance.
All right. Push the button.
This is a weird segment.
So one of the other players will do it for you.
There we go. So, no, show the screen. Show them Pyro. Let them see Pyro.
Yeah, they don't want to see Jared. They want to see
People are
Pyro.
tired of seeing my dumb face.
It's true.
There we are. So where am I going now, Adam?
You want to make a left?
This way?
No, you went too far. gotta follow the exercise.
Please tell me he's being deliberately annoying.
There you go.
All this environmental storytelling.
Oh, it looks cool.
This is the experience that you just walked through.
All right, up here?
Yep.
Elevator.
And another elevator, all right. So what does this say here? Do you know?
I can't read. I know that's rough and ready for the top part.
All right, yeah. So Rough and Ready are the gang that runs the checkmate
Correct.
station. All right. Well, everybody, I am not going to subject you
It
to
does look like it's
your
running
first time
smooth.
here in Pyro for any longer. We're going to throw it to the first of our two-part environmental presentations, starting with Living on the Edge. So take it away, everybody, and I don't know, watch it. It's good.
Jared, man. That segment was rough and ready, am I right? Hey. Right, cool. Here we go, lads. The start of the finale.
Hi everyone.
Hello.
My name is Khan Chuckett. I'm the lead level designer for the PU. I will give you an introduction to our locations when it comes to the design, a high level overview of the design.
What's the
of our
segment called
locations.
again?
I'm going to describe you the processes of our workflow,
Living on
and
the
the
Edge.
goals that we aim to achieve. So, to break down our process a bit, this is very high level, but it starts out with a pre-production phase, an ideation phase. Here everything starts out in the mind. We bring it down to paper, sketch, write, formulate a plan based on our overall design goals. And then it moves on to the blocking stage. You might have heard of this, like the white box and gray box phase. This essentially contains all of the gameplay that you would see in the final product.
Of 30K.
Basically, the way it's meant to be played. And we test this out with a lot of iteration and, yeah, a lot of testing. And it's basically, the white box is not in a stage where it's presentable, but that comes now. So on the right, as you see, the food court that Adam is going to be showing you later. This is the final product, VFX, lighting, everybody had their pass on this. And level design or other designers still maintains the space and makes sure that the systems that get created are being retroactively implemented.
Next slide, Bones.
All right. So one key aspect of game development in general is the balance of narrative, visuals, and gameplay. So all these interplay, they interconnect, and it's the foundation that runs through all game environments.
So much pyro as well.
So it's important to communicate context. And here in this draw over, you see that narratively, we see sort of a dangerous environment. The spiky shapes here are sort of threatening. We see defensive structures. We can expect some enemy NPCs here, but it's also an old village. Maybe there's some exploration, some loot to be found. And then what's also important is communicating goals. So goals can be the pathways that you take, the gateways that bring you from one step to another, and so on. Whoops. Yep, there we go. Okay, since we're a sandbox game, accommodating playstyles is pretty important. So playstyles meaning going guns in blazing, shooting at everything and everybody, going more of a stealthy, infiltration-y pathway if you wanted to, but also all the social aspects that you know from Stanton.
Social, and then
and
some
to do
weird
this,
maggots.
We establish. So one of the core design philosophies is granting the player the freedom of choice to do what they want to do at any point throughout their experience. And we do this by establishing or defining multiple pathways or archetypes that we call primary, secondary, and tertiary pathing. So the first one is pretty straightforward. In a social setting, you have the goal right in front of you, and it's a single goal, such as here in the Habs. In a combat setting, this is very exposed, so it's dangerous to traverse this route. Where it gets more complex is when you have, such as with this outpost here, when you have multiple goals that can be equally important to the player at any given point. This is where we need to have a bit more design put into it with, for example, the landmarks that serve as orientation points. So to help you orientate yourself wherever you are in this location.
I love this
and
stuff.
leading you to these locations by utilizing shape language and composition. The second path is, these are secondary pathways, so these are alternative routes. And these are options that are offered to you as you traverse the area on the primary path, for example. And
you don't think about this stuff when you're playing the game.
When you go to a new city and you look around the corner and you see an alleyway that sort of looks nice and it evokes your curiosity and you want to investigate. In a combat setting, these are covered approaches or opportunities for you to flank the enemy to get to your goal, which could be this building on that sketch.
Chat, be better, man.
Yeah.
Like, these people are developers, like, they're not public speakers. He's doing great.
In a combat setting, in open spaces, you tend to
anyone
be more stationary
criticizing should try going on stage.
More secure, unless you're in a vehicle. The third path is tertiary pathing. So these are more hidden infiltration routes, especially
sneaky routes.
Discoverable throughout the rundown stations that Anna will be presenting later on. And these are mostly discoverable to the attentive eye. You can explore these, find loot, or different routes to traverse through the station.
It's like 3,000 people he's talking to as well.
Environment interactivity. You might have seen this in a previous presentation. It's very important to ground the player to their environment, offering them ways of interaction, being able to change the state of rooms, to toy with the AI, or just simply being able to unblock your pathway.
I found it hard on stage before.
Like, you talk about resource network systems, such as in day one when Torsten.
It's not like he's in control of feeling how he feels.
Planning to implement this as well in locations. And this will allow the player to engage with their environment in different ways. They will be able to power up or down entities such as turrets, gates, and doors, and also alter life support systems. And also, this ties into security systems. So being able to power up or down certain sections of a security system. And security systems in turn will be dependent on security tokens that you will be able to grab from other NPCs in your environment to then gain access to other terminals, to
security doing really well, guys.
Or other areas. Reputation is a big topic for us, especially with Pyro.
Also, he's first on stage.
So reputation, what does it mean? It means that it's basically your standing, your relationship with factions, and factions are the UEE in Stanton, or outlaw gangs, especially now in Pyro. And this will define your play style within this environment. So it will define how you experience the location that you're in a more social context or in a more combative context. So we talk about reputation gates as well, especially in the later presentations. So in the case of the food court, in the rundown station, we have multiple floors. So the first floor is the gang floor, and that might require you to have a better relationship with the owner of this location, which then will give you unique mission givers that you can go to and accept a mission that are offering you missions themed after the faction or the owner of this location, but also give you access to unique gear, collectibles, ship weapons, and items. You might have seen these locations in the demo if you've played it. So to close this all off and move on to the other presentations, the glue behind all of our locations is the content. It is the reason why you go to these locations in the first place, and our main goal right now is to not have that divide between social and gameplay as much as we do in Stanton, but mix it up a little and make that dependent on the reputation that you have with the factions or the owners of these locations. And yeah, we're looking into more content. As you've seen listed there, there's a bunch of new stuff coming as well. With the later presentations, for example, with the logistics hubs in the second portion, we're also looking into raids. But yeah, that's it for me. I will pass it over to Eddie now Hope you've enjoyed this. Take care. Bye.
Chat, like, can we just watch the presentation rather than
Hi,
rate
everybody.
public speaking? It's kind of weird.
So, I'm Eddie. I'm an assistant art director on Star Citizen for locations. Before we start, I'd like to mention that all of the footage we're about to see comes from our current stable builds. So all of that beautiful tech, all of those features that we've seen in the last 2 days is coming from our tech development builds. Now, all those features are going to make their way to you, of course, eventually. But that is the reason you're not going to see some of them in the builds today. I just wanted to get ahead of the comments a little bit there.
You can never get ahead of the comments, my
what
man.
am I going to be talking about?
Don't try.
Well, I'm really excited to show you that the hard work that the Sandbox One team have been doing to expand.
Look at this. This
our
looks
new outpost
insane.
Locations. I'm going to start by going over how we've expanded the library and what that means we can now achieve with the new locations, and then how we achieve that variety from the library by categorizing our locations into both archetypes and themes, and what that means for you as a player. So, I don't know if you remember this, but at
Screenshot.
SitCon in 2021, we showed this new style of outpost for the first time. Now, at this point, we had our art style locked in. We'd worked on our library of content to the point where we could make smaller locations like this one, but with a limited amount of variety between each one.
It's cool.
And this is what that library of modules looked like at that point. We'd established our main building modules as well as some of our larger buildings and a number of smaller secondary and dressing and standalone modules. But each outpost couldn't be too large without there being some obvious repetition between the modules used. So let's have a look at that library today.
Oh my goodness me, look at that.
So,
Much bigger settlements.
in order to achieve that greater visual and design delta between each outpost and have them not feel like exact clones of one another, we've massively expanded our module library in terms of breadth and depth. And what I mean that, we go broad by making more modules with different purposes, and we go deep by creating multiple thematic overlays for each of those modules as well. And I'll go into what that means a little bit in a minute. But the challenge of a sandbox location like this, as you can see, it's not about building a single unique location. That can be quite straightforward, to be fair. It's about giving our artists and designers the building blocks, the affordance to build multiple locations that all feel somewhat different, even if they do share that same basic DNA.
It's tough.
So it's about creating both the ingredients at the same time as the recipes and making sure all of those flavors work in harmony with one another for both visuals and gameplay. So every individual part has to take into consideration all of those design philosophies. So every single module has to take into consideration those design philosophies that Khan mentioned. But we also have to make sure that they work with those same principles when an artist or a designer combines them into any one of a number of different layouts. So the more ingredients we have to work with, the more recipes we can create. But with that complexity comes the challenge of keeping everything harmonious. So we like to think we've done a pretty good job with that.
Look at that.
Using this expanded library, we've been able to increase the individual location size.
That's
because
insane.
there's less of that obvious repetition between buildings within any single location. And we can't really call some of these large locations outposts anymore. They become something more like settlements and imply a larger and more established community. Now, as a player, it will mean a lot more to explore and do at any single individual location with a localized and personal feeling mission types that might see you moving around a single settlement to complete objectives or doing short hop missions between clusters of settlements on a single planet. So you might head up to a ridge to repair some wind turbines. You could counter an outlaw attack from a neighboring outpost, or on the opposite side, you might be stealing or destroying vehicles for the criminal gang that you're working for. But in the art department, we always say show, don't tell. So let's stop looking at slides and let's have a look at some of the locations in game.
Oh, this is awesome. I've been dying to say this looks incredible. I'm really trying not to talk over people, but oh my word. Look at this. Looks incredible. It looks so dense. Wow. I want to visit these places so bad. That place looks pretty wild. Look at that. Little sunrise or dusk or something. Chat. This is cool, right? I'm not going mad. This looks look at that centerpiece there. Whoa. What is that giant tower thing? I need to know.
Thank you.
Wild. Fair play. It does look amazing.
So, what flavors of outposts did we just see there? Well, we categorize them in two different ways, as I said, and then we mix and match those categories together to provide that variation. Now, the first and primary category is the archetype, and they provide that core gameplay hook and define the main function of a settlement. So scrapyards have a landing pit module for repairs and refueling. Mining operations can have a refinery module and ore extractors for resource and commodity trading.
That's
and
cool.
trading posts themselves allow a broader range of item purchases through the dedicated trade
You
building
can
module.
refine. Wow, that's cool.
And I mentioned earlier some more like general mission types that you might find that would be agnostic of archetype. And the archetypes themselves reflect that primary gameplay function of a settlement, but there's also a middle layer. Of course, we don't want these locations to just be a glorified shop or repair station. So there's to be more secondary activities to do locally to an outpost that are also defined by its archetype. So you may find scrapyards can offer salvage-related gameplay and missions. Trading posts can also offer delivery missions or hauling and cargo gameplay. And farms can offer crops and fauna as resources for gathering or trading. So with archetypes as our primary category, in addition, we mix in a secondary category, and these are the thematic overlays. Now, at the moment, we have two main themes. Internally, we call these independent and outlaw. So themes offer additional variation on top of the archetypes to inform the look and feel of a location, not just visually, but which people you'll interact with there, how they'll respond to you based on your rep, what types of missions you'll have available to take on. So themes don't change the fundamental architecture of a space or the archetype of a location, but they do drastically alter the mood and feel, as well as altering the gameplay experience significantly. And again, let's take a look at the first of our themes, our independent theme.
Oh, this looks so cool. She's not wearing a helmet. Oh, look at that backpack. It's so... I don't know how to describe it. It just looks so real. Ooh. Ooh, a piece of candy. Yeah, look at that huge tower thing. Oh, look at this. This looks like... I can't believe how fleshed out Pyro is looking right now. Right, chat? Like, this is Pyro. We're getting Pyro. It's looking good. They're doing work over there.
Cool. Thank you. So, as a neutral player, the independent theme presents a much more social, visual, and gameplay experience. The primary visual read across both themes, so across both Outlaw and Independent, comes from those common architectural forms, and they're generally all more rounded and soft.
I can't wait for Ollie farming videos.
Techniques are more robust.
I'm gonna have
with single a
Star Citizen farming
from
playlist
stucco and bare
series.
metal. But for this theme specifically, we use soft textiles, warm lighting and color palettes, foliage, decoration that layer on top of those utilitarian structures to give that sense of home. And I use the word home for our independent theme quite a lot because we really want to get that feeling that this is home for the people that live there despite those harsh realities of frontier life. And in contrast
It
to
does
that,
look like a
we
single
have a
player
theme
game.
that lies in a direct opposition to
But
the
it's
independence, which we call the outlaw theme. So let's take a look at that now as well.
You can build a farm in the shadow of your crashed javelin. Probably. My own farm is called Crash Javelin HQ. I need a better name. Look at this. This looks awesome. This soundtrack is good. Space whale breeder. Yeah, I got some space whales. Gonna have those cool, like, fluffy cows that was at Microtech. I'll have Bob handcuffed in a cage. It's great. Yeah, so they're showing old UI. That's why he said it. This looks so cool. There's Bob. Damn. Sold. I want to go here.
So the Outlaw theme tells that story of these once functional settlements being completely overrun by the various criminal elements that inhabit the system. And visually, we have themes of a regressed and subverted civilization. So we layer on top of the architecture these spiked and aggressive forms, and we have evidence of a squalid living arrangements, and lighting comes from fires or poorly maintained fixtures. Some spaces are going to be recognizable as deformed versions of the independent theme, but some have been completely changed to more nefarious purposes.
I love how there's a jail.
And while both themes employ all of the various alternative pathing and traversal considerations that Khan detailed just earlier, the Outlaw spaces are weighted more towards combat. But just because these spaces are more dangerous and the experience can be more combative, that doesn't mean that the archetype of the outpost is lost.
Refinery,
so if you as a player
farm,
choose to be a criminal working up your rep with a headhunter gang, you'd be welcome at the trading posts and you'd be able to buy and sell.
So farming is going to be a thing?
But you probably won't then be very welcome at the independent themed locations.
Discuss.
And that's where you'd get your combat experiences. So while the Outlaw theme looks very different,
why is it in quotation?
The functionality of those archetypes still remain. So I've talked about the kinds of outposts we've been hard at work on, and I hope you've enjoyed checking them out over the last 2 days in the Pyro demo. It's really made me very pleased to see people playing our content at last, so thank you for that.
Look how dense that
where are we heading from here?
is.
Well, I hope it should be obvious that we're going to get these out for the first Pyro release. We still have some final optimization and polish passes to do across the whole library. We're also going to be expanding the amount of these.
So only need to do polish
and beyond, and our tools allow us to do that very quickly now. And we've got the library as well to do it. And the new outposts are not limited to the Pyro system. They're completely system agnostic, so you can expect to see these outposts in other systems as well.
Other systems.
We're going to look to add more ingredients.
Not the other system.
Library as well, to further expand the variety and depth you'll be able to see at these new locations. We want to encourage more on-foot gameplay within a small ecosystem of a planet to give that more localized and personal feeling experience. Our goal with these locations, as with many of the others we're going to hear about today, is to continue to work on the gameplay so that every location offers a rich playground to explore. And I guess I'd like to finish just by thanking everyone for listening today. It's really great to see you all. I'm going to pass you over to Nick.
Man. This was a great...
We're going to talk about some locations that are coming in the nearer future. Thank you.
Smashed it. He's looking sharp.
Woo! We are French Canadian on the... Here? Cool. All right, guys. My name is Nicolas Pinchot. I'm from Montreal. I'm assistant art director, and I'm here today to show you the next new derelict settlement we did.
I like this guy's outfit, man.
But just before that, I just want to say thank you to everyone who worked on that mandate. You guys made it awesome work. I'm super happy and proud to be here today to show you that, all of you guys and to the world. So let's go to the chase, and let me present you the new derelict settlement.
Oh, this is closer to home. This is on like Microtech and stuff. These are like on Stanton, sorry. These are... This one looks like it's on Micro. New settlements. I remember when the one on Daymar came out and we were like, whoa, there's full settlement. Another one. So I feel like the content is like accelerating, guys. This place looks awesome. Great thumbnail. Snap. I love the verticality of some of these as well, like the tall towers. I love that. I really, really want some of these settlements to be friendly. Oh, it looks like this one is. Yeah, it's like an NPC. Because, like, at the moment, settlements you go to are usually hostile. So it'd be really cool if you could just go somewhere and hang out, you know? These look like those, like, is part of it because there was an NPC walking around. And I don't think an NPC would be walking around a pyro area. There's a bar. Okay, that's cool. That's on Hurston, right? Damn, like an oil rig type structure. That looks fantastic. How the hell do we get on that? There must be a platform. That's crazy. And with the new water tech coming as well, people like the oil rig. That's really impressive. Am I going to do some gameplay? Oh, well, I will when I get my hands on it, absolutely. That is so cool. This place is awesome. Yeah, with the new water physics, this place is going to be really impressive. Like coming into land and stuff and all the water's like flicking up. It's going to look great. Oh, great video.
Pretty cool, guys, eh?
Very cool.
Oh, by the way, we made more than 4. It's not just 4. We made more than that. So we split those settlements into categories, social and hostile.
Yeah.
In the social one,
that's what I was talking about.
Drop-off mission, shops, food, loots, and drinks. And hostile one, obviously, will be more focused combat. Let me show you what it looks like.
Oh wow, we're just getting some gameplay. I'm glad there's social areas, because the hostile ones are obviously a bit risky, you know? There are fucking NPCs in his truck. Really nice looking. Little shop here. Look at that terminal. Yeah, let's go to the bar. Awesome. Beverages. want to go to the top of that tower at that location. It would be so cool. Wow, there's music. The audio's a bit out of sync, guys. It's not me. Just so you know. Get out of the way! I think it's the stream. Oh my word. Oh my word. Calm yourselves.
I like the end. The end's awesome.
Kaboom.
All right, in summary, guys, we're going to have a lot of new location on planets.
I love the way it says
nice
location.
Good gameplay. And the most important, all those locations will be in Q4 this year, available in the game.
Chat, what did he just say?
So thank you very much. I will let now Adam to show you more good stuff. Thank you.
Q4 this year?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Hi. So, welcome to Rust Up Stations. I'm Adam Sanders, lead environment artist for EUL1. We're excited today to show you our efforts for the Pyro Rest Up Stations. So, what are Pyro Rest Up Stations?
Oh my word, we're talking about Pyro.
These are stations reinvented. These have new themes, archetypes, and gameplay to support new and interesting experiences.
Oh my word. Mind's about to be blown.
Aside from the social aspects, there is gameplay and exploration on the location. I've hoped you had a chance to play the demo over the past couple of days. I've now spoken to a few of you. It's pretty good, right? Yeah?
Oh, that's risky.
It was a sneak peek of our current progress.
Imagine if everyone was like,
Let's kick off with an overview of the Pyro system. For the Pyro system release, we plan on 6 planets and 26 stations.
Wow.
Including jump point stations that connect for Stanton and future systems such as Magnus. Rest stop stations are either in rundown or abandoned states. Citizens of Pyro, the rough and ready outlaws,
26 stations.
Our focus today on the rough and ready owned Pyrotech Amalgamated Fuel and Resource Station, Planet 2, Lagrange Point 4, otherwise known as Checkmate Station.
Oh my word, look at this. Are people moaning about me talking over stuff again? I'm sorry. This place looks incredible. Am I allowed to talk now, chat? Like, look at this. It's hard to not talk about it, man. Like, why am I here if I'm not allowed to talk about it? It looks incredible. You've seen this. Talk to your heart's content. Nobody wants that. But I don't want to focus on that. I want to focus on this. This looks incredible. I want access. If people at the event have got access, make sure you subscribe because we're going to be checking out in about 10 days or so here on the channel. I might do it live. I haven't decided yet. Look at Petong being supportive there. What a hero. I'm on the stream to hear, Ollie. Good for you. Hopefully I've nailed in the sound dipping compression thing. I want it subtle.
So to create a richer experience from rundown stations, we have 3 key points. So increased reputation gives you access to new areas, unique gear, and mission givers.
I think that's awesome, reputation.
It also relates to basic functions such as the hub clinics, which need at least a neutral standing with their owners.
So if you...
Combat can take place anywhere, including social areas. Numerous options for environment traversal and enhanced environmental interactions. We aim to include new substation areas such as the workers area, lower deck, and maintenance areas. These areas will offer unique content, more environment interactivity, and interconnection between areas.
This guy's so chill.
Our journey begins when the player arrives in the entry deck view room. The entry deck serves as the first barrier between the outside world and the interior of the station. Some inhabitants are prevented from going inside and are stuck here with no means of getting out. Slums are formed beneath the bridge, smuggling routes established. Some shopkeepers will sell you water and food on your way into and out of the station. Let's have a look.
Oh, more gameplay. They're showing so much gameplay, guys. Oh, looks so good. Can't wait to just check it out for myself, honestly. 10 days away. And I love the reputation thing. Like, you're allowed access to certain areas if you're in a good alliance, or you won't be allowed to land if you're naughty with that faction. I think that's really cool. You have to be mindful about your actions and what you're doing. Chat, what do you think about all this? Looking good? Sneaky access. What's this? Multiple routes. Ah. Oh my word, what is this? This is weird that this is in a station. So you can access these areas if you know where to go. It looks lovely. I want to play now. "26 stations. Sounds like a lot though, doesn't it? 6 planets. And I assume most of the planets at least have multiple moons. It's kind of insane. Unless they're counting moons as planets, I don't know. Just hit the off switch. It's looking good. Yeah, that's true. There's no armistice zones.
Let's see how that is applied to the stations. So how does the reputation gate in the entry deck affect gameplay? What happens if we have good reputation? So if you had good reputation, you could go straight through. This is no fuss, and it's the quickest way to maneuver through the station. However, you've got to put the time and the effort in to get to this point. What happens if you neutral reputation? So you might be waved through, maybe you have to pay a bribe, and you don't want to pay, so you're going to have to find an alternate pathing. Or you're going to have to build up your reputation. If you have bad reputation, and for all you naughty ones out there, I know some of you exist, this applies to you. In short, you're going to have a tough time, but you have options. So stealth via other pathways might be one of those options.
That's cool.
You build your reputation up from scratch, or you could probably fight. Let's focus on those alternate pathways.
Just blast them all.
The station are broken up into several traversal areas. As with the other location archetypes, we define these spaces as secondary or tertiary routes, as opposed to the more official primary paths. Most modules are interconnected with vents and maintenance shafts. These reward the players with infiltration and exploration paths, as well as potential loot. So what alternative routes exist to access the station? We'll offer the opportunity to access the station through multiple EVA points on the exterior. It gives you the choice on how to tackle missions and reputation issues. These alternative entries allow the player to circumvent the ATC loop completely. Useful for when your reputation with the owners would normally prevent you from going through more official ways. These server spaces that provide content aligned or against the owners of the station. The maintenance hatch access points are a new common sublocation to the stations. The stations are planned to house maintenance areas that increase the interconnection between all the different sub-areas of the station. They act as alternative pathways the player can take to traverse from the entrance area to the Galleria, for example. Now let's have a look at our main social space. The market. A central location for the controlling faction, it houses all their nefarious activities. You can participate in their endeavors if you have the right rep. Let's have a look at some of those key features.
This is like so much content, guys. It's just so much. And to think we're getting close to Pyro now, it's like I'm going to have to learn all this stuff. I'm going to have to learn Star Citizen again. I just got used to it. So I get access to a bar. Exclusive missions will be here. It's really cool. And I don't know if you guys agree. Ooh, what the frick? Oh no! Don't eat event slug. That's disgusting. Oh no!
Thank you. So the market is a social hub and a good example of mixing social and gameplay space, as mentioned by Khan earlier. Another reputation gate can be found in the market. The ground floor is open to the common public. The upper floor is reserved to rough and ready outlaws and their associates. If you have increased reputation, you can access the area. You can access this area, which gives you access to premium items, top-tier mission givers, and access to new areas. We plan to house mission givers in both tiers that will give you unique jobs to further your reputation and fame across Pyro. Now let's have a look at another theme. Abandoned is a new, non-social location theme. Let's have a quick look at the current abandoned area on Checkmate.
So what? I mean, it says what it is, abandoned, but what does that mean? Okay. But why would you need to be here if it's abandoned? Oh, there is stuff here. It's just officially abandoned, right? I guess. Oh my word. There's just so much in Pyro. Oh no, not PvP. Can't handle it, guys. So it's just going to be, you know,
so we have entire abandoned stations as separate locations. On top of that, there are abandoned areas within the rundown stations, much like the ones you probably see in the demo. There will be around 15 of these around the Pyro system. These are accessible through airlocks and breaches or other means. We aim to enhance all the space locations with a lot more gameplay content. Loot runs, exploration, creatures, missions of various types with PvE and PvP content, just to name a few.
Okay.
We're also laying a focus on environment interactivity with potential retrofitting of occupied stations. With the future addition of security systems and the resource network system, we will have the means to further improve the experience within these spaces and offer new challenges. With power, life support, and gravity playing a key role to give the player a unique experience, especially in abandoned stations. So, what do Pyro rest stop stations bring to the game? So lots more variety in space stations, with more gameplay opportunities within a station location.
That looks so cool.
Opportunities for exploration, hidden areas, multiple options for access or traversal. These are faction-owned, and reputation will affect the location and gameplay. These feature lots of new mission opportunities within social space and multiplayer opportunities for combat on location.
So it's like Space Dungeons.
So I hope you have enjoyed this sample of what stations will offer and had a chance to have a go on the demo the past couple of days. So that concludes the Living on Edge presentation. Thank you for your time.
So it's basically like areas for them to populate missions and loot tables and stuff. That was great.
Hey, everybody.
Oh, it's Jared. Hey, Jared.
We are almost to the end of CitizenCon 2953. Can you believe it?
No.
2 days? Pyro? Starcloth? Star Hair? Star Citizen? All right, we've still got one more presentation to go, but I have a couple announcements I have to make. This was just handed to me by the facilities team, so bear with me. Astropub, you're gonna need to redo your lore video on the history of the Zeus. Gio, you need to get some money. Authy, I need to be invited to the next ladies' night. Burks, this just says get good. Is he even here? Fastcart, slow down. Gabby, just thanks for my bracelet. And Salty Mike, don't forget to pick up your check on the way out.
Hey. He's streaming right now as well,
That
so that'll
joke
be
is
funny.
so old, we would never, ever pay him. All right, so the only real announcement I have is that Hall B is closing at 4 o'clock. So that's approximately 15 minutes. So if you wanted to get merch or anything else, you wanted to peek at one last community booth, you've only got about 15 minutes left to do that before we close Hall B. In Hall B, the last 2 days, we've had our good friends at Atmo Esports. We're running their fight and flight competition. So I would like to invite 2 of the members of Atmo Esports, their founders, their creators, the big cheeses at the top, Crucian and Corsair. Come on up, man.
This was something I was this close on doing if I was going out.
You got 90 seconds to tell people about who you are, what you're about, and how the event went.
I'm Corsair, and this is Crucian, and we're from Atmo Esports. And we've just run Fight or Flight, the first live tournament experience here at CitizenCon 2953. We'd love to thank the staff and competitors. Who are the competitors? What are you doing?
Yeah. Is that what that big group is?
Yeah, these guys. Competitors. Yeah, just get them up.
Yeah, come on up, guys. Come
on up. Well, I just want to give a big thank you to the competitors who made this tournament happen. We have Lizzie B, Avenger 1, Verity, Cobra, Herbadiza. We got Sin, Astropub, G.I. Jew. We have Comet 15, Bognagus, Ms. Gabs, Schwang, Zero State, New Cabbage, Detox, and the Floor Mat. These guys have gone through adversity throughout this tournament, and they've done a fantastic job. So I just want to say thank you to the community who keeps supporting what we're doing. We'll love to be back in the future. And this community is the best community in the world. Thank you.
Take a bow, players.
That's cool.
And of course, if you were here watching this, you can check out the stream, the whole event, up on their Twitch channel, I presume. Yep. I should have checked beforehand. Thank you very much, everybody. Watch your step on the way down.
It's weird seeing content creators
I got
on
one
stage
more
like that.
housekeeping thing.
Astro, love that guy. He's a lovely
There's
guy.
a person not many of you know. He's an associate producer in our LA studio. And when the workload for this event became as heavy and as detailed as it was, we turned to him to help with our broadcast this weekend, and he rose up and he excelled like a champion. So I would like to formally introduce you to Dan Howbrick, who's been co-hosting the event. Dan, get on up here, man.
Come here, Dan. This is weird. I didn't expect this kind of interlude. I'm just happy to be here. Just leaves the stage. Exit left. Very nice.
Keep walking.
Where's Morphologist? I don't think he was in the Fight or Flight tournament.
Now, we've got one more presentation. That's Destination Adventure. You're gonna see more about things underground, things up in space, and things I'm gonna let Todd Pappy tell you about. And then, of course, we'll let Chris Roberts come to stage, return to stage, and close out the event proper. So this is a sign-off for me. Thank you so much for being here at CitizenCon.
Weird.
And on behalf of Tyler
feels
and
weird.
Leah, if I may, thank you for making this event possible. And you're gonna love what you're about to see, everybody.
All right, Jared's hyped us up. Let's go, chat. Destination Adventure.
Hello. Hello and welcome to Destination Adventure.
I love
My
this
name
guy.
is John Griffiths. I'm the lead environment artist for EU Sandbox 2, and I'm the product owner.
The way he
for
talks is brilliant.
Centers.
And I'm
Before we
British.
delve into, I'll put my slide on for a start. Before we delve into it, everything that you're going to see is currently in grey box, so just keep that in mind. So, these distribution centers, what are they? Well, first off, they're the biggest location we have on the ground outside of landing zones.
They look insane.
The reason why they're so big is intentional. We wanted them to accommodate as much world and mission-based gameplay as possible.
All the
Each
gameplay.
location supports multiple landing pads and hangars,
Nice.
making them accessible to as many players as possible at any one time.
Love it.
There's even a road network to support transit from the planet's surface,
That's cool.
into the main
Roads.
building, and to any berth ships.
Nice.
So every distribution
Look at
center will be
that.
owned by a faction.
Wait, this is on Microtech?
Depending on the faction and where the distribution center is located on the planet will determine its specialism. Now, each specialism will lend itself to different missions and gameplay opportunities. So let's talk about some factions for a moment.
I love the giant
So,
concrete building. It's
An example of a major faction would be the UEE. Now, at their distribution centers, they're likely to be more specialized towards military supply, research and development, or communications, depending on which branch of the UEE it is. They will have a much stronger military presence in the area.
Yeah,
And missions here
that's cool.
may be more hostile with combat-orientated, team-based raid opportunities.
That sounds awesome.
Other examples of hostile gameplay that we're thinking of is hacking and stealing, searching for and destroying a specific item, tracking and eliminating any VIPs, and everyone's favorite, eliminate all.
Just destroy
Grey Cat
everything.
Industrial would be an example of a minor faction. So their distribution centers will be
Cargo.
more specialized towards gathering resources, manufacturing, assembly, shipping.
Assembly?
There would be a security presence here, but it won't be that as strong as a major faction.
Chat.
And
Assembly?
missions here would be more suited to friendly gameplay loops, though we won't be ruling out hostile missions like corporate espionage.
Nice.
Yes, some other friendly gameplay types. Cargo hauling, like I said, resource gathering and mining, maintenance of the location. But that's enough of me talking about it.
Let's see
How
it.
about we show you where we're up to with these distribution centers?
Yeah, they look awesome. Oh, it looks so good. They have such a presence in the world. Look at that. It's phenomenal. Chris must be like gearing himself up right now because he knows he's coming on stage soon. He's like, here we go, boys. But this looks amazing. Like the scale is kind of ridiculous. But yeah, any ideas what assembly means? C8R hype. Crazy. I love it. Oh, that sunset. Wow.
Phenomenal.
Thank you. So to talk you through the corporate spaces at these locations, please welcome Rainer Rick to the stage.
I remember seeing the corporate areas in the last... Is it the
Hello.
last CitizenCon?
So my name is Rainer Rick. I'm a lead environment artist at the Montreal studio. And we've been working with John's team on the distribution centers. So John just showed how massive these locations are. He also presented the industrial sections on the ground level. And I'm here to present the administrative area of these facilities that the Montreal team has been working on. So they're located above ground, just below the tower highlighted in the picture. Inside, you'll be able to explore the corporate office space and interact with the administrative personnel. Accessible via the lifts in the hangars and also the industrial sections we saw earlier. In addition, we've added also landing pads in front of the lobby, specifically designed for smaller ships and ideal for short stays like pickup or delivery missions.
Nice.
And we can't ignore the fantastic views we have from these platforms. A reminder of the vastness of these facilities. Now, let's step inside the lobby. You'll find the atrium, which is a central point of the administrative area, providing access to various locations of the corporate space. Within this space, you'll find the reception desk, and as a newcomer, you'll be expected to report here first. So here you can hand over your deliveries
cool,
or pick up packages and earn reputation points with that faction.
I love that giant logo in the rock.
So also expect to see corporate ownership reflected through branding, color schemes, and product placement throughout the corporate hub. And with the use of overlays, we'll be able to swap these out depending on the ownership. And here's an example with Grey Cat showcasing their vehicles and some shiny armor. And back on the topic of reputation, as it grows, you can expect to gain access to the executive office spaces.
Ooh.
From here, you'll meet with unique quest givers, and depending on your reputation level, you'll receive various mission types, either friendly or hostile. And finally, the distribution centers were designed as an evolving location. We've built this with future expansion in mind. And in the back of the lobby, for example, doorways could eventually lead to additional office space. So, enough talk. Just before I show our progress so far, I want to give a big thank you to the Montreal team for their work on the administration area. Thank you.
Crowd is
and as John
warmed up.
We're still in gray box phase, so just keep that in mind. But let's take a look.
They are showing so much gameplay and footage this CitizenCon. It's impossible for me to cover it all in any other format than live. Look at that. I'm never going to get anything done. I'm only ever going to be taking screenshots from these locations. Oh man, there's just so much content being talked about. Like the settlements we had before, Pyro, space, 26 space stations, and now this? Looks really good. Yeah, they nailed the vibe. These buildings look really cool. Also, favorite armor, I think, or one of my favorite armors. I just love the concrete. It's really cool. I don't know why, but they're like the really nice materials and then concrete. Sorry, wrong button. Friendly A2 coming in. Nice.
Thank you very much. And now let me welcome back John on stage. He's going to continue the presentation. Thanks a lot, guys.
Smashed it.
I love it. Smashed it.
Team did a great job with that video. Okay, so something we've been working on that's unique to this location is raids.
Raids is going to be cool.
So raids are team-based missions with a focus on high-risk.
Who's going to help me with my raid?
Operations.
Anyone
As
in
Carl
chat?
mentioned previously,
Anyone want to help
you'll
me?
be able to choose how you gain entry to these locations. Coming prepared and geared up will make the difference between success and failure. Ultimately, you'll need to work together in order to succeed. So these raids will have you breaching the interior of the main structure, highlighted here. Now, each interior will comprise of rooms that reflect the location's specialism. For example, a shipping, focus, distribution center will have rooms dedicated to the storage of cargo. Looking to the future, we're planning on having distribution centers with subterranean levels that will be accessed from this interior space. These will expand upon and increase the difficulty of these raids. Now let's take a look at one of these raid missions in action, but please note that this is early gameplay prototype of a raid.
Okay, so this is not done. This is being worked on. Coming in help, boys. They need to announce parachutes. That would be sick. I honestly, chat. Imagine me streaming doing a raid with you guys. Is one of them using a tractor beam as a shield? That's genius. Also, that seems completely unfair. Perfect chance for a cutty steal, but no. Nobody likes the cutty steal. What are you on about? So we're taking cargo from one place to another. Chucking it in there. It's cool. I love the concept. I want to do that.
Thank you. So, as you saw in the video, the team took a more aggressive approach to getting inside and taking what they wanted. But this isn't the only approach you can use. You know, multiple points of egress allow you to be stealthier, and it may make it easier for you to avoid obstacles in your path. Now, reputation will also tie into these raids. Missions will have varying objectives depending on the player's reputation level.
They're really going hard on
may also
reputation,
be
aren't they?
triggered during the raid, so players will need to adapt to an evolving situation. This could range from dealing with additional security personnel to other players arriving to defend the location against you. Something else we've been prototyping is how we can utilize the multi-tool to create gameplay puzzles. Physically interacting with the environment around you changes the puzzles for everybody. With multiple add-ons for the tool available, you may have to get creative when finding a solution to the problem in front of you. In this next video, we show you how using the tractor beam attachment can open up new paths to your objective, but it's up to you to decide what path you can create with what is available. Let's watch the video.
Dude, this is right up my alley. I love puzzles and problem solving. Oh my word. This is totally... Bob, I need more bridge. Ollie, we don't have more bridge. Bob, I need more bridge. Oh man, there's no audio. It's weird. But this is really cool. I love this concept of using cargo to get around. That's genius. That's really cool.
So, yes.
Did you bring a multi-tool?
Now, obviously,
nope. I forgot.
You know, this location would be possible with several people at CIG, so my thanks go to Manuel, John, Jack, Martin, Farouk, Luke, Chris, Mustafa, Sam, Tom, and Rob. You've been excellent. Thank you to Rainer and his team in Montreal. You know, none of this would be possible without their efforts. And yeah, thanks to everybody here and online watching. Really appreciate your support.
Yeah, online crew.
On to the next one.
Hey, smashed it. GG. Excited for those. They look great.
Hello.
Hello.
This is a good segue from the distribution centers, as I'll be talking to you about different aspects of cargo and freight on behalf of Art and Design. My name is Nick Etheridge, and I'm an Assistant Environment Art Director. So obviously, cargo isn't just about boxes. It's a big part of the game. Almost every aspect of the game has some kind of involvement with cargo. And I'm going to briefly go through some of them now.
I love the Connie.
So let's start with missions. How will hauling contracts work in-game?
Oh, this is huge.
The Interstellar Transport Guild.
Huge.
As well as formalizing.
This is really exciting. I'm hyped for hauling gameplay.
Some of the main hauling and cargo companies that you'll be working with. As you do more hauling contracts, you will build up your reputation and relationship with the guild. This will lead you to gaining more lucrative contracts for specialized cargo and destinations.
Jason, help
such as
me move this hazardous cargo.
Perishable cargo, riskier routes, and more.
I don't know.
So what do I mean by hazardous and perishable? Well, as you know, there's lots of commodities in the game, and different commodities have different properties. As you know, with events like Xenothreat, we have some special cargo types with different attributes, such as time-sensitive cargo or quantum-sensitive cargo. But those were a small selection for the event, and they were the two-handed carryable types anyway. We'll be expanding those types, plus lots more types, to the wider game and to these hauling contracts.
That's cool.
So how does this affect gameplay? It will affect the choices you make when you are handling, storing, and traveling with the cargo. For example, with size and weight. Is it carryable? Do you need a tractor beam? What type of tractor beam do you need? Is it a handheld one or a ship tractor beam? Some containers can only be moved with ship tractor beams, for example. With health, has the container got good integrity? Is it holding fragile goods? Do you need to handle it with care? You can't just throw all containers about.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Don't worry about that.
For control, do you need to ensure the container is powered so it can keep the contents cool?
Oh my God.
Or do you need to get to your destination quickly? Otherwise, the contents
Slap
may
it on the
perish.
whole sea and let's go.
For security, can the container be locked or hacked?
No, we'll just go really fast.
Can the contents be scanned, or is the container tracked? Will there be pirates or law after you when you're holding this container?
Probably.
Hazard containment. Is it radioactive? You might need the right protection against it, as you may have seen in Jens's presentation earlier.
I don't want to move the explosive
Can
barrels.
it explode? You might not want to put these containers on a more exposed section of your ship.
I'm going to go back to bounty hunting.
And many of these attributes are going to be visually distinctive. So conversely, if you want to steal, for example, some cargo on a hull sea, which does have very exposed cargo containers, you might want to avoid shooting blindly and accidentally blowing up your potential profits. So look out for those types of containers.
Okay, guys, new meta. Have an explosive barrel.
We'll be introducing perks and rewards as part of fulfilling contracts and raising reputation with these companies. For rewards, we'll have branded ship and tool skins, branded clothing.
Ooh.
There will be collectibles to decorate your hab, hangar, or ship, or you can put them anywhere you want.
We haven't had anything about
and there'll
hangers.
be more exclusive rewards that we'll be revealing later.
Not yet, anyway.
Thank you.
I just realised we haven't heard anything about anything.
For perks, you'll get access to more items in shops and discounts on specific items. And all of these rewards and perks you need to earn in the game. You cannot just buy them.
I like that. That's cool.
Next, let's have a look at freight elevators and hangars.
Oh, there we go. Hangers. I literally keep doing that. I keep mentioning stuff and then
I'd like to show you a short video to demonstrate how freight elevators will change how you view your hangars and how you use your hangars.
This is mad. I literally said it and then he starts rambling on about it. I love it. Oh my god, it's so cool. Wow, it's massive. Oh man, that's a lot of work. Yeah. there's Bob, Jason, and I. Oh man, we've got a whole evening of moving some boxes. Now we're playing real life Tetris. It's gonna be sweet. 18 hours later. Oh, look at that. Teamwork makes the dream work, folks. Oh, no, that's cool. Yes. Cargo trolley. Oh, dude, that is sick. Oh, look, he's sprinting with it. I love that. But wait.
No.
Oh, it's what we've all wanted. Oh my, this is the announcement of the presentation. Oh my word, finally. Oh my god. Yes. This looks amazing. No, I'm leaving it all out. I'm having a hoarder's paradise. You guys are all invited to my hangar. Honestly, that is such a good announcement. I'm so happy. No longer do I have to do the shenanigans of collecting a vehicle.
As you can see, hangars, they will become persistent and personal, meaning you can stay there as long as you want.
Oh, thank goodness.
Whatever you leave there will persist and will be yours to use as you see fit. Your hangar won't just be a place that you leave from in your ship. It will become a key base of operations to handle your inventory and storage
I'm going to leave all my bounties
you'll be able to
in a corner,
your ships
and I'll call it
from an
Bounty
ASOP terminal
Corner.
from within the hangar itself.
I'm so happy right now.
Location inventories won't be magic and instant anymore. This means that the freight elevators will be one of the main ways you interact with your local inventory. Items stored at the location can be requested via the elevator kiosks.
No, I'm only going to use it once.
And will be brought up in a physicalized state to do with as you want.
I'm going to request everything.
This would be done through a dedicated interface screen to manage large volumes of items. It won't be using the personal inventory system. The change is obviously a really big quality of life improvement to retrieving ground vehicles.
So
no longer do you have to travel thousands or millions of kilometers to specific places in the verse to get your vehicle. You will get them straight from your hangar.
Literally the best announcement. I'm so happy. Jess. Hey, Jess. Good to see you.
You'll also be able to bring up ship components. So your hangar is now more of a maintenance bay and outfitters where you can do repairs and swap around items and things like that.
Oh, I'm so happy.
So in short, persistent player hangars in combination with freight elevators will dramatically change what you can do in your hangar. It will be a home to do as you want, which has always been the dream.
That is amazing.
That concludes my presentation. Thank you very much for listening.
No, I need to know when. Please, just be like, oh, it's coming out next week.
And I will pass you over to Todd Pappy.
Todd, give us a date.
TidCon.
That was honestly amazing.
Come on, I can't hear you.
Yes, Todd, work that crowd. Good man.
So, we'll be talking today about something special. It's an update on something that we talked about a little while ago, but we feel it's the future of Star Citizen.
What
and
is
it's
happening?
the culmination of multiple different game systems coming together.
What's happening?
So why don't you play the video?
Oh my god, it's just straight to video. Chat, I'm not ready. What is this? That's a whole A. Cargo. Honestly. Is this base building? No. This looks like me trying to make a base out of cargo boxes. Stanton 4. Is that right? Yeah. Land claim. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Stop. Stop it. Let us hear the crowd constantly, please. Oh, that looks so cool. Can't believe this. I never got a land claim. I need to buy one. Is that a generator? Oh, it is. Chat. Oh, it's so cool. Guys, are you ready for the live streams where I build my base? Are you ready for that? Look at this! What in the world? What is this? Farming? Dude. I have so many questions. It's gonna add a landing pad or something. Ooh, that's cool. I love this design. Oh, I actually feel a little emotional for Chris because, like, he's talked about this. Build your home in the verse so long ago.
All right, so base building. All right, it breaks down into two really large gameplay sections, planning ahead and prepping, and then you've got the on-site where you're actually going to build. So with that, you need to figure out what your goal is. Is it to have a home with a nice view and relax?
Yes.
Is it to have a trading post where you want to create and sell items?
Yes.
Is it to gather resources available and move on to the next area?
No.
Or is it to be off-grid
Maybe.
and be completely self-sufficient? So with that, with your prep and everything like that, we've got blueprints. So the recipes. Everything in the game is fabricated from a blueprint. Players acquire blueprints via reputation rewards, missions, or rare NPCs. With any blueprint, you can actually do research on it and then create different variations.
We're going to have to start
with materials
an org,
ranging
guys.
from the common to ultra rare. You might find them at the local shop or have to travel around the universe to collect them. Unrefined, refined, simple materials, or even complex components will all go into the fabrication. With this, then you got location, location, location. First area is high security. So you must purchase the land. The base is actually invulnerable because of the planetary shield tech. A security will show up to protect it as well. You pay for the privilege, you're taxed. So at this point, you won't have the best resources available. You won't have access to the best resources available on the planet. If you don't pay your taxes, the shields will go away after a period of time, and the base will become derelict and will collapse.
We're not looking after you no more, Ali.
But this is low
I didn't
risk,
pay my
low
taxes.
reward. Then you've got low security. So again, you must purchase the land. It's owned by an independent corp, gang, or faction. Again, you don't have access to all the best resources on the planet. The base is vulnerable.
Damn taxes.
AI NPCs will show up and protect the base if it's attacked. The protection will escalate over time. Player can also build defenses to help mitigate this as well. And then it's medium reward,
Bob,
medium risk.
I forgot to pay the rent. We have
Then
to
you've
move
got
out.
lawless. So this is no protection other than what you build.
Wow.
There's shields, anti-air. Players can disable the shields by getting close to them. And
This is
destroying
where
them.
live
High risk,
streams and
high reward.
orgs is
Since
going.
there's no
We're going to come
taxes,
together. We're going to
no
build
protection
the most
fees, You
profitable.
get a high return on the resources that you
excited.
collect. Now, there's some cross-shard and server meshing considerations that will kind of adjust this design in the future, but we'll get into that later once we're really building it. So from here, you've got the tools. So this is what we would consider a surveyor. With this, we want to actually cater to everybody's playstyle, whether you're solo or in an org. With this, you've got different buildings that you can produce, from small, medium to large to XL or XL. So with the surveyor tool, you can only build the small buildings. With a vehicle, you can build small and medium-sized buildings.
Oh my word.
With the Galaxy, you can build small to large structures. And then obviously with the Pioneer,
what
Pioneer can do it all. And it still works as a mobile base. And we'll talk about some of the more expanded features that we're adding to it in later on. So, and then it's also, we're exploring what can be done in space.
What
not
Galaxy?
Just on the planet.
Is there a variant of the Galaxy that is a base building?
So from here, you set off on your journey. So with the land claim, you put your tool down where you want.
Oh
You
my
launch the
goodness, look at
drone
this.
That is built into the machine. And then from there, this allows the player to access the base building and also land claim mode. With the land claim modes, the player can actually change the size and position of what area they want to claim, and it also shows you the cost and taxes associated with it. If it's in a taxable zone and you don't own the land, this interface will default to it. So if you own the land or it's in a lawless area, it'll automatically go to base building mode. So with the overhead view of the land, you can actually place down buildings exactly where you want. You can see the resources beneath the surface. And then you can also place multiple buildings before you actually build. So you can see how it will all kind of come together. You'll see the resources that are needed for it. And then you can also switch back and forth between different modes, which are showing off the resource network and how you link basically power generators to consumers.
This is so
and
cool.
then the player can move or deconstruct existing buildings right now with no charge. Fabrication. So when you basically build these buildings, they don't come with any furnishings. And if you didn't bring any with you,
Oh
then you want to
no,
build a
I bought the
fabricator.
penthouse suite, but I
So
can't
depending
afford the
on,
furniture.
What you want to build, there's different sizes of them that support buildings from decorations, armor, weapons, components, and even ships.
Honestly, this is nuts.
So like base building mode, you need blueprints, resources to craft what you want. Everything fabricated is produced from it produces a physicalized entity. Stats and quality will depend on the quality of the materials actually used. Once you've done that and you've built your decorations, now you can actually fill the room the way that you want to fill it. So furnishings can be purchased at different locations, or they can actually be fabricated. You can do that via first person or in a dedicated mode in the Surveyor's tool. With that, you've got different types of buildings. So you've got utility style, which would be garages, freight elevators, landing pads, storefronts.
Oh my word, what?
And then you've got extractors. So with extractors, we want to make sure that nothing in regards to resource gathering is fully automated. A level of player engagement is always needed. So as Nick talked about before, there are different types of commodities, radioactive, perishable, etc. What you'll be doing is pulling out full containers. Then from there, it'll be repairing, or there's wear and tear associated with it, or even misfires like you saw in Thorsten's talk and Guillermo's talk yesterday. There's also upgrade paths for making them more efficient or resilient.
This is crazy.
Power generators. So with different types of power generators, there'll be some that are more cost-effective as well as effective in different areas. Solar panels will not always work in darkness. Fuel generators will need to be filled up every now and then.
Wait, with solar generators
to store excess
genuinely...
power.
Oh, that's crazy.
Then you've got producers. So things that will require the players to combine different resources to produce new items. And then you've got defense.
This
so
is a vision, isn't
anti-air,
it?
anti-personnel, and then shield generators.
This is where Star Citizen is.
And then the big
like,
one.
ends up, right?
We start development Q1.
Wow. So they're actually...
That's me. Thank you all. Thank you for coming. Wonderful to see you.
That was mad. So they're starting it Q1. And now we got Chris Roberts. Oh my word. So this is obviously it's not soon, but wow, that sounds fun. Chris?
Hello?
Chris!
Hey everybody.
Where is he? There he is. Look at him. He's like, here we go. I got this. It's got a Squadron 42 thing on.
I hope you've enjoyed everything you've seen in these last 2 days. We were really excited to show you a lot of it. And I've sort of seen some online comments about, okay, well, that's very cool, but when are we going to get it in the game? But one of the real reasons why we wanted to show you this CitizenCon is because we've hit an inflection point on a lot of the features, as in they're either finished or they're in polishing stage, which is why we're showing them. So everything that we've been showing you here at CitizenCon is our intention. Not making 100% promise, just so everyone remembers that. To get them into Star Citizen through next year. So it's not going to be gated on having to be after Squadron 42. So we are...
Yeah! Sorry, I got really excited then.
So we're planning over the next, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 of next year. Hopefully everything that we've shown you, you will have in your hands playing inside Star Citizen. So.
Surely not the base building.
And it's very gratifying for the team and myself to finally be able to show you a lot of this. One of the advantages of being able to go and iterate on these features in Squadron was that we were able to do it without
blowing my
having
mind.
to release every 3 months and make sure the old system worked while the new system was working, so we could actually really polish the features, which I hope you could see when we showed you the updated UI.
I'll be honest,
stuff, the updated
Chris, the
FPS
features
stuff, the
that we've
flight
seen,
stuff,
maps,
the character stuff, which is
all
something
the
we're very
tech
proud of, because
looks really
after all
polished.
an MMO, you want to have as much freedom to create the character you want to create. So, as you may have guessed, and Brian Chambers may have let slip a bit earlier, we are feature complete on Squadron 42.
Dude, that's huge. I don't even know how to comprehend that.
I am not. You will not get a release date from me today because, first of all, you always get very angry at me when I give dates. it will be when I know that we're fully about ready to print the Gold Masters, but it won't be just yet. But we prepared, the Squadron 42 team prepared a small video for you. I may be lying, it's a bit bigger than small. To give you a glimpse of everything we've been working on and what the gameplay looks like.
I love this self-aware
So,
Chris.
let's roll that.
It's beautiful. You will get very angry at me. Best line ever. All right, here we go. Buckle up, guys. This is huge. This is massive. I'll make me a bit smaller. You don't need to see my face. I'm ugly. A little bit. It's a reaction after all.
Go for 6. Getting a faint contact on bearing 287. You picking that up?
Yeah, got it.
Oh, this is so weird.
We're clear. Commercial vessel out of Vega 3. Provided that civilian traffic is restricted under lockdown. Copy that.
F7A.
Archangel. Archangel. This is Krugeri. Come back, Krugeri. Redirect to sector 7 Bravo Echo for immediate tasking. Copy that. On our way.
This looks very expensive. Now it looks ridiculous. Wow. There's my javelin, chat. There's me. This is Ollie 43 reporting for duty. Where do you need me? Ooh, I got goosebumps.
I know I just wrote you. But a couple of hours ago, proximity sensors on the other
side of the jump got twigged. Word is it might be that clan we've been battling with. I guess that last fight didn't scare them
off quite like we all hoped it would. Honestly, we've been out here so long, I don't know what to pull for anymore.
These are the characters we saw earlier in the presentation.
I just wanted to let you know.
I'll write as soon as I can. Stay safe. Your loving son.
Damn.
Never gets old, does it?
Sir.
Eddies. I used to do the same thing when I was first coming up. Post up to the flight deck whenever I could to watch the launches.
Oh,
Have you seen the F-8s up close?
No, sir.
The thing's a beast. Nimble, too.
It is.
12 maneuvering thrusters and 3 mains. It sure sounds like it.
I've flown it.
Sir.
Captain McLaren to the bridge. Captain McLaren to the bridge.
I saw you apply to the Flight Academy again.
Yes, sir.
Keep your head up. Took me a couple times before I got in.
Thank you, sir.
I don't know how to react to this. It's just blowing my mind, honestly. Wait, what? We're in Manchester. What is going on now?
Welcome to Cloud Imperium Games Manchester Studio. I'm Chris Roberts, and I'm pleased to announce we have just passed a major milestone. Squadron 42 is now feature complete and has entered its polish phase.
Wow.
To celebrate this milestone, we've gathered some of our core leadership together to share what this means.
Oh, cool. Look at this inside the studio.
As Chris says, we've moved into the polish phase of Squadron 42, which means extra emphasis on ensuring things feel fun.
Oh, look at that.
This means focusing on the small and large elements of the game, such as dialing in combat encounters, but also looking at the feel of how you control your character or vehicle and making sure it's
Oh, that's that zoom in.
We've paid extra attention to how your character reacts when in their ship, so that you feel like an actual pilot, whether that's firing your weapons, taking hits, or punching the afterburners to get to cover. Ship AI has also seen huge improvements, with closer engagement distances and more varied behaviors. And with our new precision targeting mode, the action has never been as close.
Yeah, the new precision aiming thing's crazy. I don't know how...
Now on polish, we've organized the project into self-sufficient strike teams, so we can focus on individual areas to deliver the best experience.
Boats? Chat, there's freaking boats!
Get out of sight. The cutlass is going to spot you.
This allows us to bring all disciplines together with a unified vision of enhancing the gameplay by seamlessly blending it with polished visuals, final cinematic performances, and our ever-improving technology.
The mini-map. Look, it's a freaking dam. What? Oh yeah, I can't. I'm on my boat.
You're good to keep going.
We're also dialing in gameplay features, such as the ship flight model for both atmosphere and space, which covers master modes, control surfaces,
freaking Top Gun,
and gold standard HUD and MFDs. Our interaction system for both the world and your character have also seen additional improvements, allowing us to hone and craft environmental puzzles unique to each location, while allowing us to tell the story of the world around you.
Honestly, this looks great. What do you think? Let me know in the comments.
The military multi-tool is an essential piece of equipment for every pilot that integrates all attachments into a single handheld device.
That laser beam
and allows us to create really interesting challenges, including physics-based puzzles
like
using our
Tomb
updated
Raider now.
tech.
Chain tech.
Unidentified vessels, this is the UEE Navy. Power down your ships and stand by for processing. There you go. F off. The coil's out.
Love it. What is this we're looking
Our
at?
scanning, targeting, and marker system has also seen an overhaul, allowing us to highlight only the essential information that you need, such as key objectives, mission targets, and high-level scan information, while keeping your overall view as clean as possible.
Damn skank!
I really need to try out this new aiming system. It looks wildly different.
Take him off me!
Tactical FPS combat and stealth,
I don't know why I
which
enjoyed
has
that
seen
so
a
much.
suite of improvements, from improved looting, weapon feel and balance, realistic scopes, and smoother locomotion, alongside our new and improved FPS radar and scanner that provides you an overview of the battlefield, but at the cost of ramping up your own emissions.
Oh yeah, the destruction.
We've also seen the introduction of our Maelstrom-powered destructible environment, which adds a layer of dynamism to the experience, alongside our improved AI that can now have hundreds of combinations of traits.
Reminds me
that
of
allow
Bad
us to
Company
create
2. I used to love that
challenging
game.
combat encounters that really push your tactical awareness and skill.
Wow, this looks... It just looks really violent, like visceral and impactful. You know what I mean? Feels like the bullets are hitting. Sliding as well. Oh man. And what are we doing now?
We review the builds regularly and call out action points in each level from start to finish and where we need to improve the gameplay.
Oh my word.
This is an incredibly rewarding stage of development for me and the team, as the ultimate vision of the game is realized, allowing us to craft an experience that we can be really proud of.
Oh no, not the lasers!
One area that I'm excited to dial in is the feeling of the player interacting with the world around them.
Patching you in.
Honestly,
as it's a core component of Squadron,
I can't wait to
really
play this
around
game.
The world that you inhabit. We've made sure that any interaction in the environment is physically represented by a character animation to keep you in the moment and fully immerse you in the experience that we've created.
I love the hitting the button.
Ultimately, this is the final phase of gameplay iteration before we fully transition into optimization and stability on the road to release.
Here's your trail. This is Colton. Come back. It trips me out to see terraforming setups like this. Web tried explaining how atmosphere processors work. Really shows how far we've come. Hell, this shit.
With the transition of Squadron to polish phase, we've had the opportunity to find additional moments within the existing narrative to add subtle interactions where appropriate. It's been tremendously exciting to play through these areas and find places to augment the mood, support gameplay, and further embellish our story and characters.
So yeah, man, I can't believe it. They said I've got to wait another 2 years before I can reapply. So that's why I figured I'd get a job trying in security, because that's, you know, I can get some hours flying in the cockpit and whatnot. Can't hurt, right? Exactly.
We've also been capturing pickups for our lead female player character, as well as wildlines for our various enemies that you all will encounter throughout the game on both foot and in your cockpit. These consist of a range of responses and reactions that you as the player can trigger, which has been the culmination of efforts by the gameplay and AI.
It's so cool to see that.
This means that you're going to have to tangle with some very smart and reactive bad guys to complete your mission.
Wow. Wait, what ship is that? Maybe it was just the angle.
At the heart of this immersive adventure, you'll find cutting-edge cinematic storytelling, thoughtfully crafted to fully immerse you into your story.
We fight today. So in 40 years from now, when you're surrounded by everything and everyone you hold dear, and they ask, what did you do in the Battle of Vega? You can look them in the eye and say, I held the line. Men and women of the Second Fleet, I am proud to stand with you today. Good luck. Push about.
Nice speech.
Any word from the recon team?
Not yet.
Let's get into position.
I'm gonna have to get good at my speeches if I'm gonna fly my javelin. Look at that thing of beauty.
Throughout the polish phase, our team is taking every opportunity to push things to the next level.
Tell me you're expecting company? This is not good.
The Cine team is focused on finalizing edit lock on
Not
all of our
looking
big
good at
action,
all.
as well as all smaller character sequences.
I could have pulled this off at the Galactopedia.
Yeah, probably, but I think their solar mass calculations are wrong.
Wow, the difference there. Whoa.
Well, this is ridiculous.
How so?
We are now able to adjust our shot composition to final cameras thanks to recently
Mark
crafted
Hamill.
space vistas and level art being content complete now.
It'd be nice to know how much of a shitstorm we're flying into.
More like a hellstorm, Blue. One you ain't gonna fly out of.
Shut up.
Now, I hadn't seen another ship that wasn't trying to kill me in days, let alone a hauler, let alone a Jean. So you can imagine my surprise.
Detailed lighting passes can be done on hero sequences so we can show our cast and convey their emotions in the best light possible. And we're making sure our cinematics are triggering as fluid as we can craft them so they form a coherent concerto with the rest of the
I
player's
want to play this game so bad.
Mr. Wexler, this is Lieutenant Commander Colton.
Oh, Commander, hey. Julian Wexler. I'm the field manager of this little operation. Welcome aboard the Archon. What brings the Navy to this little corner of the universe?
We got you flying with Lieutenant Commander Colton. He's one of our best.
Like the lineup of
As
this
others will
cast
share,
is
this is the most rewarding chapter of development, which allows us to truly experience the visceral and oftentimes emotional moments that our narrative provides.
How did you handle it after Vega?
I'm not sure I handled anything. It helps to remember that stuff like this is supposed to hurt.
it's so. Oh, I want to play this game so bad,
Never
chat.
been good at dealing with problems I can't fix.
Well, this is one that you don't have to do alone.
That's good to know.
For the animation teams, polish phase means refining the social aspects of Squadron 42 that occur between the various missions and getting the behaviors implemented across all of its chapters.
Oh, look at this place.
Here we're dialing in the hangar to make it as immersive and believable an experience as possible.
Oh, damn, it looked good. Ooh.
Let's do this. I have to switch out some of the interchange from the hangar deck. We're getting a weird airflow. Turning out the another stuff.
I just want to like stand here and like hang out, you know? Just a cool
For
area.
example, we're launching off a space carrier, but we still ground the feel in real-world actions, refueling, repairing, and inspecting, and making sure that your next flight mission is a success. This means we're looking out for pops, hiccups, or awkward transitions, and ensuring that everything flows and looks like all the great mocap performances we've captured.
Let's ready some extra ice packs out of storage. Whenever gunners are on full rotation, you can always count on at least one of them getting hurt.
We also have you covered in everyday life. The medical staff work diligently for their patients, whether they're players or crew.
It just looks so good. Like,
we really want you to feel part of an authentic crew, an important part of the UEE Navy, and an enormous
I want
universe
these-
of people going about their everyday lives.
So cool. Aegis combat.
Let's go ahead and clear for takeoff. Ground crew, prep bay for takeoff.
Copy that.
Hangar, ready for launch. Takeoff approved, Baron 2. You have the ball.
Cut to me going, "Ah!" Damn, look how cool this looks though.
We're ready and hold on as you're launched off the deck of the carrier. Baron 2, you are cleared for launch. Have a safe flight, Baron 2.
Punch it, yeah. Oh my word.
We want you to not only decide how you play the game, but to feel as if the people you interact with are in that world with you.
I would have never thought a shotgun could be so pretty. Damn.
I mean, that's terrible.
Slick as hell.
You would
like a lot of other
don't
weapons
point
in
guns at
Gemini's
people.
arsenal, it has a higher rate of fire than most guns of its type.
That looks sweet. Wait, it had shells in and you pointed that thing at me?
We're working to support a feel of authenticity through world traversals, running, jumping, and climbing, interactions with objects and the environment.
Oh, wow.
Solid weapon gameplay and enemy reactions, as well as combat realities.
These environments look
as
so
weapon
good.
malfunctions.
Oh, like with this place here, what is this? It looks crazy cool.
Or in close encounters of the more lethal kind.
Oh no, we've seen this. Oh.
It's gonna hurt in the morning.
No, it's not gonna be a morning.
As we continue to
this
focus on the
environment.
quality experience, we've been working closely with our art teams, and it's been exciting to see their environments come to life alongside us.
While animation and design have been populating the locations, polish phase for my teams means making huge advancements in the quality of our characters and environments. We've established our standard with recognizable characters like Mark Hamill, Gillian Anderson, and Gary Oldman, and we're now applying this to the rest of the cast and identifying any remaining tech requirements that need to be closed out. The story of Squadron 42 takes you through a variety of diverse locations of varying scales and styles.
Wow,
We shared glimpses of several environments before, and there's still plenty out there for you to discover. One of the main challenges the art team has had to face during the development of Squadron 42 is ensuring the visuals are complementary to the narrative of the script. The mood and feeling of a space is just as important
they
to
keep
us
doing it.
as it
Also,
is
what
making
is that
sure we
ship?
hit the visual quality that CIG has become known for.
No good, we can't hack it from this side. Graves, we got a locked door. Can you give us access?
No, I'm afraid that's a negative, Steve. I would have to add you to our system to give you override permissions, and there's a lot involved in that. It won't happen quickly.
Okay, we'll figure something out.
Everything you see during the campaign has been heavily inspired by the classics of 70s and 80s sci-fi,
my word.
but with
What
a
the
modern twist. We want
Constant,
everything you
mind
see
blown.
to feel like it has a soul,
Look at
its
this.
own personality,
What
and
is
tells
this?
of a history long before you arrived. Crafting interesting flight
This music
spaces
is cool.
and their connecting tissue has been one of the more unique challenges we've needed to overcome for Squadron. Developing our VDB tech to blend seamlessly between tighter traversal spaces and into wider space vistas and planets has proved incredibly difficult but rewarding, ensuring that Squadron flows seamlessly from one chapter to the next, without interruption. Creating a diverse array of locations is essential to us.
Is that a jump gate?
Our environments need to work from a variety of scales.
That looked like
We
a jump
need to
gate.
pay close attention to detail, whether we're working in a dirty engineering vent or navigating the debris of a dying star, wondering what may be around that next corner, or even who may live there, how would they have survived, and what state of mind may they be in.
Yes, I've been speaking with engineering, making money above.
Honestly, the vista, like, oh.
We've worked closely with our social teams in delivering a cohesive social experience when you're taking some
Idris.
downtime from
Oh
our
my word,
refined
it's the
flight
bridge of
and
an Idris.
FPS missions, or even missions of the more eerie kind.
I can't cope with this, guys. I'm actually going to fall over in a minute. I'm sat down.
We'll be introducing new space stations on a massive scale, all brought together and designed to be as tangible as possible.
Whoa.
We thought about their
Oh
function,
shoot!
their
Space
age,
bus.
and tried to ensure there's a progression in artistic style with each station as you progress through the game.
What's that freaking cargo boat thing? Chat, I can't handle this. Was that the Pioneer? I can't handle this, guys.
As you can see today,
Stop,
the team
please,
are working
Chris.
incredibly hard, ramping up the detail and quality to match the breadth of our vision for Squadron 42.
Oh yeah, it needs more detail. Look at this.
Now, I know you're all asking, when can I play it?
When can I play it?
When we have the locked release date, you will be the first to know. Now, we're in polishing phase on Squadron 42. You will start to see a lot more things coming to Star Citizen, as well as overall progress on the persistent universe. The polish phase can take some time. We have come this far, and we want to make sure Squadron 42 delivers on the promise of being this generation's wing commander. Now, even though there's only a few of us in this video, I'd like to extend a big thank you to all our staff around the globe who've been putting their heart and soul into bringing Squadron 42 to life. And I would like to thank everyone in the community for your patience and your support. To paraphrase Admiral Bishop, when people ask, what did you do in the development of Squadron 42? You can look them in the eye and say, I held the line. I'm proud to stand with you. Thank you for making this game with us.
Oh, what is this? Oh my goodness me, this is what? Oh, I'm actually terrified. Dude. Oh my word. Chat, reactions. Look at him, he's beaming. Standing ovation for Chris. That was incredible piece. Whoa, goosebumps, chat. I'm gonna make myself larger right now, and that's a weird sentence. Just so you can see my pretty face next to Chris. Hey, Chris. Oh, damn it, I was looking the wrong way. Hey, Chris. Oh, wow, it doesn't stop. He's getting emotional.
You're making me very emotional now. Thank you so much.
Damn.
It's been definitely a long time coming. We're, as you can see on that video, that's Squadron 42 gameplay. So we are really dialing it in and polishing it, and we're really proud of what it is. I mean, anyway, I think it's going to be something I'm very, very proud of. So I can't wait for you guys.
Space Tomato.
I'm not going to say when, but anyway.
He knows.
And anyway, we kind of spent the time to craft something that's that beautiful with as much attention to detail and love without your guys' support, just like we couldn't be building the universe of Star Citizen without all your guys' support. So I am, on my side, incredibly grateful, as is everybody at CIG, for your continued support, because we're building, I mean, a universe of dreams and stories of dreams, and it's a really wonderful thing to be able to do as a creative. So thank you, everyone here, and everyone watching, and everyone that supports Star Citizen and Squadron 42. So thank you guys very, very much.
Love that. He's like, damn it, I just got you guys quiet.
And then I'd like to call out everyone that's put the show together here. It's been an amazing
100%.
job. Tyler Whitkin headed up, but there's a lot of other people. I mean, obviously Jared's been doing his great job emceeing. Leah has been organizing the show, and there's 1,000 other people that are part of our community and marketing side that have been doing it. There's been volunteers that have been helping to do this. the companies that we've had, like Envision, have put the video and stuff all together. So everyone's done an amazing job of the show. So thank you to everyone. And sorry if I didn't call everyone out by name, because there'd be a lot of names, so I had to call them out. But putting all that together, and thank you to all the devs that worked really hard to put the presentations together for you guys, because I think you could feel that they really love what they do, and they're very passionate about what they do. And they're really excited to get it into your guys' hands.
Yeah. Let's go, man.
So anyway, with that, I think I would say thank you, everyone. I'm really excited about what we've got upcoming in the future, because a lot of the foundational tech, the persistent entity streaming, and you saw server meshing earlier on yesterday, enables a lot of the stuff that's going to come to the PU, like the base building and the persistent hangars. So I am incredibly excited by 24 and beyond. And anyway, thank you guys for supporting. I will see you in the verse. And thank you so much for coming out to share this with us. Bye.
Oh, man. Cracking show, guys. I don't know what to say. That was awesome. That was a finale. Smashed it. Chat, what do you think? I held the line. That was brilliant. What a show. I have to check. So before I go anywhere, what a tune. I wonder if they're selling the Pioneer after that. Oh my god, they just cut the stream. Oh, that's savage. I can't believe that. They just cut it. Wow. They're just like, yep, pull the plug. That was anticlimactic. Just pull the plug like that. Damn, they're not selling the Pioneer. They totally could though. After that base building, chat, I don't even know how to deal with all this. That was just such a good show. Oh man, I need to upload some videos. So if you've enjoyed the stream, make sure you please hit the like button and subscribe, because there's a lot of content coming to Star Citizen, and I feel like it's ramping up, and I need you guys to check in and make sure I'm okay. Oh man, that was cool. I'm kind of speechless. That was great. If you just join us at the end here, there was no release date, but it looked close. Honestly. I don't know. Any predictions for release? In chat? I'm just having a look in chat now. See what you people are saying. Can I pop out chat? I'm going to show the video. Hang on. Everyone say hello, VOD Squad. Can we go... This one. Hey, VOD Squad. I'm going to do it like this, so... There we go. Right, so let's see what you guys are saying. Q4 next year. Honestly, late... I don't know if 24... I feel like if it was going to be 24... They would have said, like, that's... But maybe they're just hesitant to do that. Because, I mean, fast forward to a year from now, next CitizenCon, would they be like, it's out in 2 months, or it's out next month? I don't know. I feel like I'm going to say it comes out April 25. I think. That's my prediction. That's just, I don't know. Q1 25, I think's a safe bet. I don't know. Or maybe Q4 25. Either way. Some incredible stuff to digest. Again, kind of perplexed of what I just watched. It was insane. Thank you for being here, everybody. And like I say, drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already. And you think 1.5 years for polish? Well, it's not just polish. It's like polish, then it's performance. Chris mentioned it. It's like polish, then performance, and then he's gonna sign off on it. So yeah. Anyway, incredible. If it's sooner than that, great. But that's my expectation. Anyway, I want to work in your base. Yeah, please leave all CVs for base maintenance in the comments below, and I will check out my videos. Also, quick shout out Toby Eye Tracker. Thank you for sponsoring the streams. There's a link in the description to them. That was insane. Bye. Everyone say bye in chat, please, so I can leave. Good.